Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy C Pims here. I'm back again with another video for you guys. Well, in today's video, we're going to be starting the front lawn renovation. Yes, you heard that right. We're starting the front lawn renovation. And as I stated, obviously, in the past couple videos, that there was going to be some work going on in the front yard. Well, this video is the start of that. So, as you guys saw in my previous videos, I sprayed Roundup on the front yard. It's totally pretty much dead. It's all obviously dead and brown looking. So the Roundup did its job, so we're good on that. I'll go ahead and show you guys what I've kind of already got started on, kind of ripping out the grass already. There is an area on the right side, as I'll go ahead and show you guys, where some of the existing paspalum is already. I had to do that by hand with a shovel because there are some tree roots that we have from two trees that are on our property that have actually obviously grown into like where the grass area is. So I've already kind of gotten started on it, I should say. So what I'll go ahead and do real quick is just show you guys what it looks like right now. Like I said, I've already gotten started, but there's still a lot that needs to be done. So without further ado, let me go ahead and show you guys what we're working with. You guys, as you can see, we are out at the front now. I'll go ahead and start here down at the bottom near the sidewalk. So as you guys can see, basically what I went ahead and did is I went ahead and went around all the sprinklers with the shovel as well. Went ahead and did that, cleared out a decent radius around the sprinklers, and then went ahead and marked them with some blue paint just to give me a bright visual that there are sprinklers there. Just to just give me that peace of mind and a reminder that I don't get anywhere near them when I go ahead and use a sod cutter. So yeah, so starting there, down there at the obviously here at the bottom, as you can see, walking our way towards the water meter is all cleared out, and then here on the other side of the water meter is all cleared out as well. And then we've got going up to the top area near the walkway. Go ahead and show you basically the same thing. Like I said, went ahead and went around the other sprinkler up here with the shovel, same thing, scraped out most of the grass, give me a good decent radius, so that way when I do use the sod cutter, I'm not getting anywhere near it or close to it, because to be honest, I don't want to be breaking a sprinkler and have to replace those two on top of doing all this, just giving myself double the work. So but yeah, as you guys can see, pretty well, the Roundup definitely did its job. It's all brown and dead, as you guys can see. And working our way farther up towards the walkway here. There's another sprinkler here, and then as you can see, I went ahead and basically did a little more work here with the shovel. As you guys can see here, I'll actually show you right now that I'm here. So as you can see, here's obviously our walkway right here, this concrete area, and then there's this part, and then there's this pretty decent lip here. This was the height of the soil slash the sod here when it was next to the walkway. So basically what I'm wanting to do is I went ahead and got it just a rough estimate. This is probably where I'm gonna want the sod line to be, pretty level and even with this walkway. So now I can only get to basically a certain level point, to where once we work our way back to the middle of the yard, I have to kind of have it taper down into the trench. Basically, I'll call it a trench drain that we have here. So, and to get the grass level with this walkway here, as you can see. So basically, this is all this right here, and this area is a high spot. So I'm basically gonna want to knock that down. So probably about like maybe halfway right in here, and then I'm basically gonna have it slowly taper off into this trench area where all the water drains out for when it rains. See over here, we have on the right side, and I'll show you guys the as you guys can see, here's obviously where there's no grass, or I should say no dead grass. Over here we have dead grass. So, and as you can tell right here, pretty much this straight shot of a line is where our trench drain system is basically. So obviously up up farther into the yard. Here's a better shot of how this trench drain is basically set up for us. So as you can see, everything obviously here on the left, it goes down, and then here on the right it also goes down, and basically creates a V shape for the trench, for it to obviously the water to drain straight out into the towards the sidewalk and out into the street. So that's how that works, and that's got to stay for us because we don't have any other sort of drain system for water to flow out of here. So that's got to stay. So that's why I was mentioning here, over here, where I'm wanting to, you know, knock out this high spot and make it level with the walkway here. That's why I said I can only make it so level to where probably once we reach this point here, like midway point, you're gonna have to slowly let it taper off back into, to keep this, you know, short of trench drain we have here. So that's pretty much it, but this is the setup we got working with right now. What I am gonna do, obviously, and you guys are gonna see it in this video, is I'm gonna go ahead and be using a sod cutter to go ahead and knock out the rest of all this grass. Because let me go ahead and show you guys why I had to do this side right here by hand. So as I mentioned, I kind of got started on it. So this area, as you can see here, is all bare. There's no dead grass or any grass here, obviously, besides this paspalum. I had to do this by hand because we have these trees right here that are on our property here. Obviously shoot roots from this area here, shoot roots into obviously the grass area because they've been here for a long time. So occasionally I have to go through with an axe and go ahead and cut them out that way, because that's kind of the only way you can really do it, to be honest. There's no easy way around that. So that's why I had to do this by hand, because to be honest, I don't want to be using a sod cutter and running the sod cutter, obviously, with how fast those things can be when, you know, the blade is sitting there scissoring, going back and forth, you know, obviously cutting the grass and taking it out. I don't want to be using that and then me clip one of these roots and end up, you know, breaking the blade, which I have seen happen, you know, breaking a blade for one, or somehow messing up the machine for two. So let me go ahead and show you guys actually the roots I pulled out of here. Now, as you guys can see, these are the roots I pulled out of here. There are some small ones, there are some bigger ones, like this guy right here. So I pulled out, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, probably about 8 to 10 roots I pulled out of just this area here. So that's why I had to do this by hand, and then obviously the rest, like I said, I'm going to use a sod cutter. I'm not doing that by hand.
Times and I can't get out. got me falling in more times than I can get out. Down in the deep of my mind, I crawl for you and you're always inside. Down in the deep of my mind, how long do I got to keep you, to keep you? Down in the deep of my mind, I crawl for you and you're always inside. Down in the deep of my mind, trying so hard not to keep you, to keep you. How long do I gotta keep you? Do you remember how you held me then? Now you got me reaching out. And do you see you got me falling in more times than I can get out. Down in the deep of my mind, I crawl for you and you're always inside. Down in the deep of my mind, how long do I got to keep you, to keep you? Down in the deep of my mind, I crawl for you and you're always inside. Down in the deep of my mind, trying so hard not to keep you, to keep you. How long do I got to keep you, to keep you? Trying so hard not to keep you, to keep you.
Alrighty, you guys. Well, as of right now, we are pretty much done with all the sod cutting. Everything's stacked in piles right now. And I did achieve what I wanted to achieve for today. Now, keep in mind, when I go ahead and show you guys what it looks like, keep in mind that this is obviously nowhere near its final state. I still need to go and do quite a bit of leveling still. There's still some areas that just need to get fine leveled and fine tuned, as I like to say. So that needs to happen. And then also there's just some other areas I need to go with a shovel and clean out some of the other grass that's still left over. Just some kind of more finer areas that obviously I can't really get to with the sod cutter, and it'll just be easier to use a shovel anyway. So but yeah, so what I'll go ahead and do right now is show you guys what it looks like currently. Like I said, keep in mind this is nowhere near its final form. This is obviously just the process of it all. It obviously has to look ugly before it gets better. So without further ado, let me go ahead and show you guys what it's looking like. Here we go. Here's one pile, as you guys can see. Here's one pile of all the dead grass that was obviously that I had sprayed. So there's one pile there. Coming over here. Here is the second big pile that I have right here. Obviously all of the dead grass and material that I had sprayed and killed off. So now let me go ahead and show you guys over here where I was talking about, that's near my walkway. Over here where I was telling you I wanted to obviously change the level and the difference and the discrepancy that I had about probably an inch and a half or so between the walkway here and then over here where obviously the soil is. So as you guys can see, if I could give you a lower picture profile, as you guys can see, it's relatively level with the walkway right now. Not too bad. I mean, obviously, like I said, this is not its final product. It's not its final form right now. So yeah, but as of right now, for what I did earlier, this is looking really good and I'm very happy with it. And as you guys can see, what I was talking about, maintaining that trench slope, I am still maintaining that, as I can show you guys here. As you can see, it still has that fall into the middle area where, like I said, I have this trench drain system set up, really. So as you can see, pretty level, and it still has that slight taper drop off into the middle. So that's looking really good. Like I said, I'm pretty happy with where we're at right now. Like I said, this is nowhere near its final, form of it. I still need to do some leveling by hand, and then also just do some other work, like getting some of this stuff, getting this out, and getting some of this out right here. This actually, too, you guys might be wondering what all this is right here. This is sand. I had put some sand in last year to kind of help with a little bit some of the drainage areas and some of the spots where it was more impacted. So that's just some leftover sand, which will probably stay there. But yeah, and then moving up, or just not moving up, but moving down towards the sidewalk area, looking like here. So as you guys, honestly, you guys can't really tell much because it's all just bare soil, and you might not be able to tell a difference since you're not seeing it totally in person. You get a better idea. But as you guys can see here too, right here, right in this area here, I was mentioning about how there was a high spot there that I wanted to knock down as well. Went ahead and did that. Like I said, there's still a little bit of fine tuning that needs to be done. It's not anywhere near its final form, but yeah, I'll be coming out here probably a little bit every day and doing just some fine tuning and some fine leveling on it all, just to get it to where I want it. And obviously I can't do a whole lot with having these big piles here, so I'm gonna have to, obviously, for me, because we only have one green waste bin, so I'll have to just pick at these piles a little bit each week and throw them in there, and then once they get picked up, just keep refilling it. So, well, you guys, that's pretty much it for this video. Pretty much covered everything I wanted to cover with you guys. As you guys saw, went through, did everything pretty much that I wanted to do today. Like I've said multiple times, this is not its final form. I'm nowhere near finished. This is just basically the start of it, is what I could say. Basically the start of it. Like I said, it's gonna look ugly before it gets better. So yeah. Also, what I want to note to you guys as well, like I said in my very first video, we are going to be putting paspalum in here in the front. So Basically, this is all just prep work before we even think about laying sod. Now, what I want to note to you guys is that I'm not going to be able to really get the paspalum sod until probably late April into May time frame. So it is still going to be a little ways away, a few months away, but I wanted to do all this first, get this all knocked out. That way, when the sod comes, I can just lay it. I won't have to worry about leveling. I won't have to worry about adding material. I won't have to worry about doing any of this extra stuff once the sod comes, like I said. So basically, I'm doing all the prep work way in advance. So when we do order the sod and it shows up, all I do is lay it, water it, and it's done, and it's gonna get settled in. That's it. That's all I want to do. So that's why I am starting so early. So also, I need to mention too, because I put it in the video. As you guys saw, I included a little clip of two grubs that I ended up finding here in the front yard. I do have a grub issue going on. Actually, as you guys saw, that I had done the other side by hand over here near the existing paspalum that I have currently here on the right side. Um, when I was doing that by hand, I kid you not, I think I might have pulled out probably at least like 20 grubs. So there's definitely a grub problem that I need to address, obviously. So we're going to be doing that as well coming up here pretty soon. Once we get the insecticide that I had ordered, once I get the insecticide that I had ordered, which I think is supposed to be here Monday for me, so I'll be putting that down. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy watching this video, please go ahead, smash that thumbs up button for me. It really helps me out. Lets me know what you guys are enjoying on the channel. Also, after doing that, go ahead, smash that subscribe button down below and turn the bell notifications on. That way you can get notified for when I upload new videos. Guys, as of right now when I'm filming it, let me go ahead and actually just tell you right now, so I'm giving you accurate information, and it might have changed by me telling you now, which for me is on Saturday. It might have already changed, it might have already happened, but right now we are at 999 subscribers. Guys, one more until we hit 1K. So go ahead, if you guys have just found my channel or you are loving the lawn care content, smash that subscribe button. Let's hit that 1K mark. Check out my social medias in the description below. I got personal Instagram and I got my photography Instagram. Go ahead, check those out. And with all that being said, it's your boy C Pims. Peace out, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.